title. Barcelona for the Spanish Premier La Liga or whatever. Paris Saint-Germain for French Ligue 1. Germany, Bayern Munich, Italy, Napoli. The prediction in the Champions League, medical card or that Barcelona a favorite to win the Champions League. For Arsenal, it's because of more consistency or my when it comes to or more free baby and him say Arsenal because Arsenal the golden trophy and they've not been the Arsenal we used to know. Or na FNA no matter but in recent times under Uri Fenateta they've proven they can compete. They do the finishing line no matter but the finishing line the moment to me and in my books now it was a striker not all likely to give them goals. So now that they have a striker, say Bibia cost we the manner obey Arsenal goals, I'm tipping Arsenal to win. They have solid midfielders in terms of their defensive midfielders. Zubimendi is one fine footballer. A new season, new territory, but still I believe to beat my Jumano. Nogard will say Muya did the match Zubimendi. Don't speak about Jinam. So I think they have a good team. Odegaard much when it comes to giving the passes and then spraying the passes. They are there to do it. So they needed the number 9 who will give you 4 out of probably 5 chances. So I think that Joe Carres is very human. If they can play to their abilities, Joe Carres is going to get Arsenal to the finishing line. In the Spanish La Liga, Barcelona actually additions now make no a branch event of Rashford. Because now I need more be sharp, be hot, and my team friend Barcelona. A woman said Roma losing Martinez, a big blow. And my team friend Barcelona. But Kubazimu and Arahumobe will stand to their feet. Now they will be men enough to mind the back for team friend Barcelona. I still see them to make Magic League because Omu team settled a lot of quality players and Colanos who any other. So I think they will still win the La Liga and then Alonso need to come back again maybe next season. No, it's more better than game. When Barca are failing to win the La Liga, sometimes we Champions League, which of course this season but probably be and also beat him. In Italy, Mahusa Allegri are back. Juventus, don't beat him Inter Milan, but still looking at the managers available, the players that are available. The experience Antonio Conte and even last season now we felt Napoli team no team be na beat me say they are competing for the Serie A title. He was able to do it against Inter Milan. So with that, now me who say Oja to aso nya de ye den no, I'm still trusting him. He was able to do that with team of Juventus. Now looking at the players now, the additions he's been able to add to the team. Kevin De Bruyne quite enough. If he is still going to be the Kevin De Bruyne we used to know, no admire that injury-free performance now, then probably in the strikers they will be hitting double figures and even a lot of goals. Because the cross in a bomb na say Lukaku better match you go. So with that, I see team of Napoli my own Juventus, you be break a crack, still you be break, you be suffer. Jonathan David, he's one striker or my goals near that about me, indeed. So Juventus will be who he is. So still, I'm rooting for Team FN Napoli. For Germany and France, the mini home
Farmers League.
Oh, don't think I say Farmers. Don't have a Champions League. Don't think I say Farmers League, sir. But Bayern Munich team there down. We are not measuring them in the Bundesliga. If we want something from a company and Rantiana, them to do well in the Champions League. When they fail to win the German Bundesliga, I hold the news. But Omodia is something that you need to because if you look at their team, their financial muscles, how they are able to attract quality players are. So Hurricanes now anymore in Bundesliga, even in the Premier League or in the back near the other. So in the Bundesliga, it's something that to be simple. Paris Saint-Germain team that way. There is no team in France who make me no Mastantuano toe-to-toe. Be or more be your money no the jet to no more matches anymore dia and we move every farm by yes sir. Paris Saint-Germain stand it tall. The UEFA Champions League is for Barcelona. Last season we could do man dear need to make what could do. But what they were able to do, the kind of additions back could be no my year with a year or more goalkeeper. If they will be, and definitely are going to register them. So when they start playing, this is a solid team because it took time before Chesney was able to adapt to the Barcelona system. But Juan Garcia won't take that time. So he will step in and right away. Barcelona. So for the Champions League, Barcelona overwhelming favorite. Okay. I keep on saying that. And then maybe I bet I come. So on pegu Kenya they are you know. Okay, I share about and so on. La Liga season, no Premier League. So La Liga season, no match back up and talk about one be Paris is only part of Akro. And Kolani me no me left no.
Mastantuano.
And Lamiyama.
Is it a more fee other gullers or the call?
Oh, that be and yesterday fitness what they call. But currently her positions necessary.
As Omona, we know so Lamiyama and Mastantuano.
Yes.
I mean the rule on the bonnet.
I say, Omun now 18 years. Ubi bet now Dino I say no be of free Argentina bar the Spanish La Liga now I say with my this is a boy he played for Team Bay.
River Plate.
And no call River Plate no boka you see any match across.
Yeah.
O dinamo free kick na. So when it comes to pressure, playing under duress, and there are a lot of spectators near there, he's seen it all. At this point in time, or Argentine a national team player, and time see in that team. So for me, in case of Bible national but I'm going to sit down. No my show because Real Madrid and Barcelona, these are some of the things I'm not league in there. When you get your own, I also have mine. Near the sea and near where the beautiful call. And respectfully and luckily for us, they are left-footed. So, and I think there are very good games near here from these two guys. He needs to adapt. Probably he can adapt quickly. We've seen a lot of young guys from Real Madrid. It's either they take time to settle in or they don't even settle in. Be a bit messy. But with what I've seen with Mastantuano,
River Plate there, and the Boca Juniors, those are not a candidate. Or the matter of time to play a few Mocha.
Yes.
More dear. About the last player who so few by was Gonzalo Higuain. And Higuain on Kofo no. Or who's an away, you know. How no Emre about.
No, I am.
Hey, Odi Kamba Madrid.
Or
compare more than an anointing. So there is all band that don't Fabio Capello.
Wabojuma.
Why was a Crabina Bibia, the Acrabia Shassi, a crazy war yet? I was a crowd with you. Obviously, never for France, no for Argentina and a bar. The Argentina and Crown, they said you cannot do more bar. We were then only training Kakana and Real. Nabukuman and Kajaka.
Sir, in the special when he can once, and I was an hour. Dimide, met Pel Mumi in Wahe. Lamiyama bought Nakunya. But Bonakunya currently in world football. What can I say? If we are seeing football near Paul Moy, bet me dear Jaumo near the SU of Monaswa. Imagine force no come. Go for me to be a dear Hamo, and we are hoping Lamiyama Muni Hamo. Hazard in the name of Wendy Hamo Pa. We are hoping the Branty, we know, bet me as soon as and Lamiyama Tre say he's a good player, he's the man for the big occasions. Obetimia Jumano and Mastantuano Manamecano River played against Boca Juniors. Oh, dear, Unya Konya, such a credible on YouTube, not much the reality, but he was able to step on the pitch and make sure there was stamping authority. So, him too is a good player, he's a left footed player, and I think say a very match that he beat me near Timia enjoy. So, one match power me pay you met me and so it was Madden. But we friend Diego Simeone. This season is a season for him to do something. I still take Barcelona to win the La Liga, but he should be putting up fight. It shouldn't be San and Yoma and almost spend it. And in 2 seasons or 3 seasons ago, Barca spend this, but still they are doing things the right way. So for him, he's been spending, he's been bringing in players. He needs to start winning something. The 14 years that he's been there, a woman to argue no be the amomo, yes, she'll be your papa, I know how, but the name or maybe being Yajuma because he's the highest paid manager. Said he did that an LBS. And he can't be doing no man away. He needs to do something for Atletico Madrid. Win the La Liga. Because now Alonso needs to settle, regardless Alonso being a Spanish, him playing the La Liga or whatever. No, a new territory, the man, because the Spanish La Liga, the German Bundesliga, coaching the junior side, and you pay when it comes to coaching the senior side. And playing is a different thing as compared to coaching. You started Bona Bear 5 minutes, or tack the side of call match, you need to change things. So I also need to adapt to a lot of things. He needs to be able to fix Nkromfo ni into one team. Ni na no a lot of headache on Alonso Triso. Needs to make sure that he's finding the right balance. Next one a solid, the kind of system he's going to play, the defensive role, who is going to be there. Sano mani ni na no a very big task at the moment ref and Alonso. But we'll tell you Simeone, he needs to get us moving. And so to me ABB and so in the La Liga this season, he team was ampa or no and so to me about no homework day. Kwaku Yewura Premier League nim.
About 2 minutes.
Now Premier League na ebono. There are teams that so omo ehu sampa, omo no mana, omo ye no eye fluke. 1-2 so omo ehu say it was one of those days, a bad day at office. And a no man team yanku yan fama no. Enzo Maresca needs to make sure say whatever we've said about Chelsea, whatever we've seen from Chelsea, he's going to make sure say Saden Juma. Currently as we speak, they have experience in their team, though, and yet that experience and Gabepe in Chelsea's setup. At a point in time, John Terry, Didier Drogba mo, Frank Lampard mo, Michael Essien mo, Ballack mo, that was experience overdose. But now, women is high experience in me. But somewhere, somehow, in their own team, they have experience. James Mo, Enzo Fernandez, Moises Caicedo Mo, these are guys that they've seen it all. They've played at the World Cup, they've played in the Premier League, and they've seen it. They've conquered areas in terms of club football. So with that, they need to make sure, say, I'm not saying winning the FIFA Club World Cup no automatically make them win the Premier League. But they need to give us some sort of a performance. Even if Chelsea and Managerial League now, they need to be chasing for the league. To say the Arsenal, you ball to the last game, maybe the last 2 games. Chelsea are also second, maybe 2 points, 1 point, and maybe the winner, and so they take Chelsea. That is what we expect from Chelsea. In the Champions League, they need to do well because this is the best club in the world. With what they did at the World Cup and everything, they've now gotten the experience. They need to make sure that Omoye Jumano. Open your friend a Pep, say one in a flash, and I say one in a blue moon. He's a good manager, but season, not the CCAC. Now, what team, what top players now go, he needs to be giving results. He needs to be giving good football and those kind of things. Omoye the last season was just a fluke, and yes, he's a good manager, of course, but on to us. Arteta me who's a derby, Arsenal no nearly men or whatever you call them. Omoye Netflix or whatever. They are a team that Omashi from Babi and now I feel on better Swaba. Now he needs to win something this season. Not necessarily say even the Premier League. In the Champions League, Arsenal needs to be winning the Champions League now. Arsenal needs to be winning the league because the kind of spend Arteta and winning league we are Arteta
All the league Arsenal.
Bianca Bebe match the Bebe 36 when Arsenal sorry so.
Quick is
Arteta and league we are no be mo
Mate, but a good news for Spain about for Barcelona.
I need a number.
Oblez Omareska. Francesco Trencao. Ozena 50%.